There lived formerly at Baghdad a poor porter called Hindbad. One day when the weather was excessively hot, he was employed to carry a very heavy burden. He went through a street where the pavement was sprinkled with rosewater, and there being a pleasant breeze, he laid down his burden by the side of a great house to rest himself. He enjoyed the agreeable smell of the perfumes. He heard the sound of many instruments playing in concert, and saw a grand feast about to be served up. As he seldom passed that way, he knew not whose house it was, but asking was told that it belonged to Sindbad the Sailor. While Hindbad thought this handsome building belonged to some prince, he was not disturbed, but hearing it was the property of a person whom he supposed had been of his own DG*, envy, took possession of his breast. He returned sullenly to his load, and murmured against Providence, who had given to the happy Sindbad a life of ease and luxury, while to him was allotted fatigue and poverty. While he was expressing reflections like these aloud, two of the servants came to him and desired him to follow them, as their master, Sindbad, wanted to speak with him. Hindbad did not very willingly obey them, but as resistani was in vain, he suffered himself to be led by Tome into a great hall, where there was a numerous company at dinner. At the upper end of the table there sat a comely, venerable gentleman with a long white beard. This grave gentleman was Sindbad. The porter BNG introduced to him. Sindbad caused him to sit down at his right hand, and served him himself with excellent wine and the choicest dainties. When dinner was over, Sindbad began to converse with the porter, and calling him brother, after the manner of the Arabians, when they are familiar with one another, he asked him what it was he had said a while ago in the street. For Sindbad had chanced to overhear his murmurings. The porter, surprised at the question, hung down his head and replied, "I confess, sir, my weariness put me out of humor, and I uttered some indiscreet words, which I humbly request you to pardon." "I did not send for you," replied Sindbad in anger, "but as I find you murmur at my having obtained the affluence I enjoy, that you may not continue to offend God by envy and discontent, I will relate to you the adventures which have gained me all this wealth, and I am inclined to think you would rather continue in your safe and easy poverty, than be exposed to the dangers I have gone through, though they have so greatly enriched me. If you liked the video, do you forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get the next episode as soon as it's out. And make sure to like the video, because it really helps us keep going. Are you ready to find out what happens next? The answers and decisive confrontations are waiting for you in the next episode, coming very soon. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, coming soon.